to do a funky recap. 200 gold. I need to update Zed's thing. Dang it.
Oh boy. How you updated?
Did you at least do Alley's?
Owly automatically. Actually, Owly took it on for themselves to update themselves.
What the fuck did I have to update?
Yeah.
Discord reactive.
I'm so happy about that. Thank you.
I'm afraid.
Because I love it so much, Saber. It's so good.
I'm so happy you like it.
Imagine if Zed was as approving as.
Makes me want to be a furry again.
I'm like the Asian father
Do it.
of
We're
this
nice.
group.
I promise. I promise.
No, I know you're nice. Trust me.
There's no leaving.
Yeah, give me a second. Yeah,
I'm happy that actually altogether, yours doesn't look like it's just completely to the right side. I was worried about that because on the actual canvas, I've never put you in the middle. I just
yeah, I noticed
right,
that.
and I was just like, God, if I move it,
I noticed that, but I was just like, you know what? I trust Saber. I trust the process. I'm sure they did this on purpose.
I mean, a part of me did because it was also the same placement where I was, because I used my positioning as an example. But you don't have a tail or a long weapon, so it's just looks awkward.
Okay, I'm getting Zed's furry icon loaded up, and that'll be into Discord reactive, and then that'll be everyone.
Yay, Zed's a furry. I mean, Zed's a furry. You're a furry by association. You can't argue.
That's what I've become.
You can believe whatever you want to believe. Also, what in God's name? Alright, you know what? I'm done with the internet. I cannot look stuff up.
Okay, Zed should be updated on stream now. Thanks for that quick update.
Yes.
Yep, yes.
And I
finally
cannot watch
have.
stream at all.
Oh, you can watch it if you want.
No, I can't. We are blinded. Stream is not blinded.
Oh no, you're fine. That's only because of the combat. You technically see this later, but yeah. We'll start out. Who wants to do the funky recap for 2?
Oh.
I'm so confused. This is not.
I feel like
where
Brio
I'm
should,
looking at
honestly.
I nominate V, actually.
I don't even know where we are right now.
I nominate V.
You're good, V. You're good. We're doing a recap of last session.
I volunteer.
This is Ophelia. This is Ophelia's
I'm just
doing.
saying.
Oh,
I'm just saying, Brio should do the recap because
you're
it
dying.
was sort of revolving around you.
It was your character arc. It is your character. It is your last character arc. Thank you.
Like hello, what you
So
do?
by default, you gotta do it.
I'm gonna give 200 gold to Shade.
Hey, hold up. Where's Shade's bag at? Where's
I gave 200 gold to Shade's character for doing the back.
Oh my god.
All I remember from last session is we found these not ghost ghoul things that were basically marionettes. There was a cave. Shit happened, and I missed the grab at the end.
It was basically the Rabbit Village. The entire Rabbit Village was last session.
I tried not to kill children.
Also,
there we go.
I tied children to a tree during that.
I killed children.
My partner, maybe?
Yeah, your partner.
My non-binary partner might be there? Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you met Skeleton Man, who immediately got roasted the second combat started, unless he managed to get away. He pretty much immediately roasted after having such personality. They met the Spider Dragon Queen. Shay tried to talk to the Queen and kind of got bullied because she convinced him that he was useless, and so he decided to fight her.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, everyone who was basically what happened with Ophelia is while Ophelia was talking to Farah about what just happened, Ophelia passed out completely in the middle of right outside the mansion next to Farah. Farah, realizing that they were having a sort of vision, but in a deeper sense they've had yet, they decided to take care of them while everyone else was doing their thing. And then V grabbed Ophelia and carried them on the adventure after they found out they were going to see Amanda, hoping that she would wake up in time to be involved with it. But since she didn't wake up, they left her with the rabbit village right now. And she's currently sleeping in the rabbit village, to everyone's knowledge. But because of Farah's need to see their partner not die, they decided to continue out to the cave anyways, finding several statues that were turned to stone, several people that seemed to be covered in webs. They found the trees itself being drained of their life essence, which is even a different sort of essence than both soul, undead, and life energy. It was its own form of magic, and it was being drained from the forest. And it turns out they were using these trees magic to essentially create these not even live, not even unlive, these almost like magical puppets of a sense, using the magic of the trees as a form of some sort of unlife, as it will. And they got into the combat, and I will describe what happened at the end of the last session for combat after we get done with Ophelia, who is going through in a very intense dream sequence. And that is where we will start the session. That's basically a recap of last session. Ophelia, you remember talking to Farah. You end up hearing the conversation that you had with the head wizard of the current allies, and he mentioned about how you have a signature spell or signature almost magic about yourself. So whenever you cast magic in the town, you left kind of like your own, almost like calling card essentially of magic, but only someone who's extremely trained in arcane arts would be able to recognize it in the first place. But being as someone who is basically a high mage of the land, he was able to recognize that and decided to take it upon himself to visit the tower, connecting both you and the tower after following a few of his own suspicions. And in doing so, he decided to let you know that you are basically being under watch right now, as he understands your importance in the upcoming war. And through all of this, you pass out, and as you're talking to Farah about this, you suddenly blink, and 1 second you're talking to Farah, and another second you blink, and you're in a very large, almost cavern-like area, but with almost like an ethereal body itself. Like your own body seems to be almost vaguely transparent. As you kind of look at your hands, you don't see as much your body as you see as much your own energy. It's like looking at your body as though the veins of your body are being represented in an almost translucent manner with that green energy that flows through you, that seems to be almost resonating with these crystals around you, as you see what looks to be a large, three-eyed, owling figure staring down at you, watching you as you reorient themselves, basically allowing you a second to catch your surroundings as to not be too intrusive immediately.
So I'm basically just a ball of energy right now, right?
Essentially, you're in a humanoid form, but it's almost like you're seeing the veins of a body, but the veins are that greenish glow that you've come to associate with both the towers and your magic.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna look up at the owl figure.
It stands at basically as tall as it can be. This thing is at least 15 feet tall. You'd imagine this wingspan is almost just as wide, but right now it is sitting perched atop a rock, almost just waiting patiently for you to get your bearings.
She's gonna look around for a moment, taking in the cave around her, taking in her own ethereal body form thing, and then look up at the owl and say, "Is this your doing?"
You're gonna see it kind of tilt its head a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. You see it just almost looking you up and down, and you just hear almost like a small, almost like hoot of like almost enjoyment, as it's almost like a sound of merriment, as it says, "Whew, it is both of our doings. It's so nice to see you again, Ophelia. You've been out of the realm for only a moment, but it seems time has passed away once again. Do you remember me?"
No, I'm afraid I don't.
The sad thing time can do to the soul. And he kind of bows its like head a little bit as you see him, almost greet you with its utmost respect as he can. He says, "I am Fakuro. I have worked with your family for many generations, and I've worked with you before. It seems," and you kind of see, he almost seems translucent a little bit now that you're taking a closer look. "It seems something is trying to interrupt the connection that you and I have, and I finally was able to get through. You seem to have acquired a relic that seems to have a bit of my energy left over in it." And he, as he seems to be gesturing over, "That phylactery you found, do you still have it with you?"
Am I able to like reach into my bag and still have access to my stuff?
It's kind of like it's in almost like a phantom, like as it's not there originally, but as you think about it, it almost appears on your person as though it was there the entire time.
I'm gonna hold it up to the owl and say, "Is this yours?"
That's both of this is what my creation. It's so sad. Yes, Ophelia, I was, and he kind of looks a little bit sad at it. I was the one that helped you build the tower, along with your little friend there. And he looks down. You and I were work partners of sorts. And he kind of holds out his wings in the full span. You see as like these 15 feet wings just spread out in full glory. He says, "I am, well, what you would refer to as the Grim Reaper of sorts, as I've been known to be called. I'd like to help ferry the souls to where they need to go. And with your magic, you've been able to help me with that. And that little phylactery you have there is a gift of mine. It belongs to one of your dear friends, Gaz. He was the constructor of the tower. Don't you recall?"
No, I'm sorry. My memory was wiped. So I'm still relearning everything that I knew before.
You see him, very well, I'll see. This will take a large amount of my energy, but it's the least I can do. And you see him kind of close all three of his eyes and then open them again. And as you see, what was these glowing yellow eyes is now that green, almost that green neon soul energy that seems to be permeating, but it is brighter and full of this color more than you've ever seen it, more than the glow of the tower, more than the glow of your own body. And you feel that a wave of energy rush over you as you start to recall, as these memories begin to flood back into your mind of when you first found the tower, and you first found the abandoned tower that was abandoned during the war. You start to have almost like it's 1,000 memories coming back at once as you remember building as you just almost like you're seeing like a ghost. You see the tower slowly being built down until you finally reach that final room that you've associated in your dreams for so long. I've been trying to get you to remember the room, hoping it would spark your memory. There seems to have been such damage. And like you see in that room, you see the little small kobold that seems to be holding that phylactery. You see a large, almost shadow-like dragon, bigger than Shade, bigger than all the dragons you've ever seen, almost standing beside you, almost as if a guardian itself. And you find yourself standing there over the center of some sort of almost altar-like with this green glowing crystal, abound in full energy. And in that room, you see him standing there, almost reverently watching you as you basically complete the last bit of the tower. And you see all of this coming at once. It feels very overwhelming. But you start to remember so many key things that have been lost to time. And as he blinks away one more time, you see his eyes almost go to a dimmer golden color than they were before. You can tell a lot of his energy has been clearly sapped as you begin to recall. And he says to you, "You and your family has helped me ferry the souls to where they need to go." And you see he's almost like hooting in almost an exhaustive manner at this point. And it seems that, well, the Shadow Realm has fallen under chaos once again, and the Mortal Realm seems to be following it. We may be old friends, and I hope you can remember me, but I may need your help once again.
Of course. Anything that I can do to help.
And he looks over to you and he says, as you see below, you see this almost like this, what looks to be a giant hole in the center of the room. You now see as he waves his wingspan over this hole, you see now before you what looks to be some sort of cave covered in just spider webs, and just you feel a sense of almost deep sorrow as you can see what looks to be these bodies that have had their souls completely ripped out of them. And you see these soulless husks, and you see as well your friends that seem to be in trouble there. As he says, right now, the one called Amanda has decided to mess with souls instead of allowing them to properly go on. I can't take you there right now, but if you could just help me ferry these souls where they need to go, I think it'll help your friends out. They seem to be in a bit of a bind, and their souls are not yet to be gone for this world.
I mean, anything to help my friends.
And you see your friends, they seem to be bloody, they seem to be there. You see they're almost like, it's almost as if you can see mental damage on them themselves. And he just says, this will take the last bit of my energy, but be not afraid, for because of the phylactery being moved as such, I feel as though your friend may be reuniting with you soon. Please, as much as you can remember, treat him well. He was the grand architect of the tower, and I feel he will be a great ally to you. And he kind of waves over. You see his body becoming more and more translucent as he seems to be keeping this almost vision of this battlefield. He says that basically with your help, you can help ferry some of these souls that seem to be moving away and basically dropping them from the battlefield. Says, do not worry, after this I will fade from the dream for now, but as business partners do, we will meet again.
I look forward to it.
And with that, we will cut back to the battlefield. Everyone loads in. What happened at the battlefield? Let me make sure it's activating. What happened is, as you were basically finally approaching Amanda, you finally are able to land proper blows on them. You're finally able to land blows on their bird. Their top lieutenant assistant seems to be struggling to keep afloat. Their magic seems to keep being countered with every single thing you do. And in a plea of basically desperation, they start what is essentially one of their greatest ruses. As they learned from Shade, or at least attempted to learn from Shade, you see them breathe out this vile necrotic energy that seems to be as if the fog that was around your ankles of necrotic energy almost multiplies twice over. Now it's up to your body, you notice up to your waist, up to your arms, past your head. This whole area is covered in this deep, deep fog as everyone is blinded. As you kind of feel yourselves phase in and out, you basically realize that you were almost like touching the Shadowfell, as if they are trying to put the entire cave into the Shadowfell, but because it's using this deep necrotic energy, it completely causes everyone to basically fall almost in and out of reality, causing you to swap places, causing your whole body to basically shift directions. Farah at the last moment grabs Jinsei, holding them tight as they basically phase in and out, and you all find yourselves, eventually after some of the magic fades, you find that you were unsuccessful in getting to the Shadow Realm as you're still in the deep cave, but the fog is completely blocking all of your sight. You can't tell what is Amanda and what is one of the creatures. However, you were just trying to figure it out and you can't seem to know. You can feel the heat of like Teriel coming around you and to those who were close by, but for the most part, you have no idea where you are. You just know that you hear the sounds of undead rabbits that seem to like rise and almost just creep closer as you feel almost multiple bodies surrounding you all as the strings of life seem to be pulling them like puppets. And Amanda, that was once one giant creature, you no longer feel the feeling of a giant creature. It is now just the feeling of tons of small, medium bodies around you, and you have no idea where they went. And that is where we will continue combat. And I will grab Ophelia into the combat. Help me roll initiative, Ophelia. I get the music going. I need my Dark Souls piano theme.
Let's go!
Not the Dark Souls
Let's
piano.
go.
Oh my god, Ophelia.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That actually is the first roll of the session. Welcome back, Ophelia.
Welcome back.
I mean, you're same level as me. You're fine.
To be fair, there's only like 2 enemies and they share the same turn, so it's really not too big of a deal. I will actually give Shade his turn again, though. I will start the top of the round.
I'm taking another turn? Okay.
But I am going to add a spider dragon.
Spider dragon.
Starting off great.
Starting off strong here, I see.
Wow.
Then I'm going to remove them from the participants and add this guy in their place. Just so you can't get any sneaky peeks.
Sneaky peek.
They will now go. The bird will now also go on their turn as well, so they're going last.
Okay.
Shade, you find yourselves in this necrotic energy. Give me that will save.
Sure thing.
Haven't you already failed like 2 of them?
Yes.
That's
So-
failing.
That's number 3, I'm assuming?
That is 3 of 3. As you find yourself, Shade, being completely overwhelmed. Your collar begins to almost inflate around your neck, almost choking it, as what was once soul energy is now being slowly replaced by that necrotic energy as your soul necklace is trying to combat the magic, but it is overwhelming, and you find yourself almost going to that primal feral place again as Amanda taunts you, saying that the Dragon King, the Dragon Prince, can't even handle a little bit of fog. Nothing more than an embarrassment to your father and all that he died for, and nothing more than a shell of a prince. As you hear these words going about your body, and you just are completely overwhelmed with this desire to attack the closest thing possible.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Roll me a d5.
Sure thing. 2. What's 2?
I believe that is this one.
This
yes,
one?
it is.
Okay, Shade's gonna
no.
move here. See that? And he's gonna frenzy at the nearest thing. I'm assuming all these attacks need to be made with also that. What's that? Flat G5
Yeah,
or flat?
also
G?
for it's just whatever your combat thing would be. Go ahead and press T on them to target them, and then you can go ahead and attack them.
It's not letting me.
I also
okay.
glitched for a second.
It's not showing target. Okay.
Did they have their? Because that's on V. Did they have their shield raise? No.
I would have my shield raise and my
They would.
exoskeleton, so those would all
One of those
miss.
is a one of those was a +1 hit. That's why.
How did you know that was V?
Yeah, because it still shows V.
Oh, V. Okay, yeah.
Our friends
You're
are.
good.
Yeah. We
I
still
didn't
see our friends are.
It's like the names aren't there
Sorry.
unless you hover.
Yeah.
Why-
This is
I
not.
was-
This is not fair. This is over table.
Yeah, you
And
just
then there's obviously Teriel.
you just
Teriel's
see.
a little bit obvious.
Yeah, you just see
I quite
Shade
literally can't
go
look in
into
darkness.
go into a raging scream, jumps and starts slashing at Teriel, which no one sees, but you hear.
Teriel, does the 29 hit?
Hold on, I'm all the way over here.
Wait, yeah, I'm targeting.
V.
That's
No,
V.
fine.
That's
Yeah.
V.
Yeah, those are all at me, and they would all miss.
They all miss. You try to bite, and you end up striking your jaw on what feels like a metal shield.
You see. No, we don't.
No.
You fight. You.
That's why I said you hear that instead instead of see.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
Neil get a
Yeah.
turn?
Yeah. Shade clicked in turn. Nilo. You are surrounded by what feels like a few different creatures. Let me get rid of that. Whoops. I'm not sure if I can actually get rid of the Nilo. I might not be able to get rid of David's actual token icons. Yeah. What do you do, Nilo? You find yourself almost like you're in a different area than you were, and you feel two bodies almost around you.
And one is like right up on me. I am going to. Yeah, I'm already still in wolf stance, so I can still do that. I'm going to attack the one that's right up on me if I can.
Go ahead.
Twice. Okay.
Top right or bottom?
This one.
You attack them and you kill them instantly. It was one of the undead bunnies.
Does Teriel still have fire emanating around them?
Oh,
Yes.
Uh,
You can definitely feel your way around if you want.
trying to think, cause would I just instantly kill them with like the first attack or both?
You would be doing the full. I will say you do need to do the full action of attack because you don't know if your last attack is going. If you don't want to end up wasting that attack, I would say.
I just realized I actually can't roll anything even if I wanted to. Okay, that's great. We're still having that issue.
I gotcha. So you would have rolled.
35.
Yep. You were able to, with your last action, you'd be able to target the one to the northeast of you. It was also a rapid creature.
Yay.
Teo, it is your go.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Knowing where everyone is somewhat roughly. Fuck it, we're gonna move right here. I'm gonna subject what these guys to 1, 2, 3, not V, and then this guy over here to reflex saving throw or be burnt to a crisp.
All 4 of these right here.
Yep. Let me post it so you can see. Flying flames, just basically some birds just start flying out and passing through them, pretty much.
1, 2, 3.
5, not those 3.
Go ahead and roll your damage. And the other one's V.
No, this and this. Not these two.
I would say you would. Each creature. It does say each creature it passes through, which means it would pass through V. You would not know that that's V.
I can go ahead and make it not hit V by just going over here and go over here.
You wouldn't know that's V, my brother.
I would have heard the clang of a fucking shield as
Give me a perception check.
Without the perception check,
yeah,
it's iffy. With the perception check,
no, you do not know.
Yeah.
You can either. You are not able to.
I think that.
You do not have precise hearing scent.
Precise hearing sense. Alright. Fine. If that's the case, I will just cook these two along with V if that's the case.
V, give me a reflex save.
V just getting beat the fuck up immediately.
Everyone.
And not even by any enemy.
Yep.
All your friends just start trying.
There's the reflex save, V.
26 basic reflex.
Are you able to roll your character sheet, V? V. Oh,
V. V.
Roll me a. There you go. I was asking you to roll me a reflex save.
Reflex save, I got you.
Okay.
Give me that damage, Bruno. I'll give me that damage
I've
here.
got a hero point.
Let me make sure. Is it really 48 or is it more than that?
It got worse.
Oh
no.
My god.
Give me that 48 fire damage.
This is why I don't want anyone else on my team. By the way,
Tyrael, take double.
I think that's
Amanda and this one gets burnt up. You realize that this is one of Amanda's clones.
Freaking bastards. Actually, let me double check if that's right. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it's 48. I was making sure it was automatically calculated. Like 48.
I got you, B. I got you, B. As you feel the fire begin to lick at your body, you realize that was once friendly flames are now nothing more than almost damaging fire. As you get swung at by one creature and then burned by another.
Just like V's punching back today. Sorry.
Farah, before you start your turn, Farah, as you are basically as you kind of phase in and out, like you feel this like set of uneasy darkness wash over you, greater than all the other darkness before you. As you kind of begin to have this like moment of panic, you kind of see like you feel the Jinshi on your body, and he's just like holding you very tight as he says to you, Remember, you're not as blind as you thought. Remember the water. Remember the rain. Remember the feeling of water in the air. You have this. You remember what this is like around you. Feel the water in the air. Feel it. Feel it, and I know you won't be blind. As you see him, like, holding you, you feel, like, as you kind of have your senses about yourself, you kind of sense almost like the dampness of the cave around you. You feel that water in the air, and you can just like describe it from here.
It's this. I am going to burn this turn having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Straight up, just gonna be honest. Farah is going to be. Yeah. Farah can't hear anything at this moment in time. She basically has the equivalent of blood pounding in her eardrum as she is just having this kind of panic attack and stuff like that. And then Jinsei kind of telling her these things, and she'll just kind of go, okay, okay, yeah, okay, let me, I don't like this. It's so dark.
And he just holds you tight, and he just reminds you that you're never blind as long as there's water around. Feel the water in the air. Feel it hitting the people's bodies. Feel the water that's pulsing through all living and unliving things. Feel the water around you. It's like, feel me. Feel the water inside of me. You know you can sense the water. I know you've gotten strong enough to, just like I used to practice. Feel the water around you. And you do. You sense, as you were spending this turn, basically keeping in tune with your own magic, you start to see almost people, but not like they are. You see almost as if the water in the air seems to almost outline the figures in the room. You can sense like shades full form as the moisture from his body and his sweat begins to go out upon his body. You feel the cold sense of oil that runs through V's veins. You feel the hot heat of Teriel in the room, and you feel that almost that coldness of the air around everyone else. And you start to see, not with your eyes, but with your magic.
Pog. Yeah, and she'll kind of keep her eyes closed, I think, during this time, as she's like feeling the sense. And I would technically have this akin to almost how Tremor Sense looks in Avatar, The Last Airbender, where it's that kind of feeling the droplets, feeling the different, the steam, the sweat, the different parts and stuff like that. And she kind of relaxes a little bit, leans into Jinsei and rests her head kind of against his chest for a moment, and just goes, okay, let's do this. Gives him a little peck on the lips and then pulls the bow out.
And that is what you did in those 6 seconds. V, you are currently being very damaged by people around you. But you did notice that what was right below you, you hear the sound of a hissing creature that almost sounds exactly what you remember to be Amanda. As just south of you hear that hiss of annoyance.
Like this bubble here below me?
Yes.
Or further? Ah, I'm blind. Well, if I hear it, I'm reaching.
Give me a flat d20 first.
Oh, flat d20. Okay.
You do. You feel that as you kind of sense out that you hear that hiss, and that hiss is loud as you take just as much damage, almost as much as they do, as their body begins to almost erupt in this flame.
Well, I will strike and attempt to grapple afterwards.
Go for it. Okay. After being brutally bumbled to death, you may make your crit attack.
Nice, let's go.
Right. Wait. Is that minimal?
Is that?
It's almost minimal.
No, you did do that, and I will say you automatically, I will give you this to do the nat 20. I will say that you also restrained this specific creature as well, as you grapple on and hit it.
Titans, Wrestler. Now that I've got a grap on it, does this actually feel like the creature that I would have expected it to be?
Yes. It seems like you see this creature, and it basically feels like a miniature version as you are wrapping your arms around like what would be wings, and you feel like fangs almost want to bite into you as well, as you seem to be putting this dragon-like creature in a headlock. It seems to have split form into 3 medium-sized forms, and you have at least grappled one of them, or to an undeterminable amount of forms.
Alright, that means it's suplex time then. Which is an unarmed strike.
Yes, you may. With that, let me double check. That does hit their AC due to the restrained condition. Go ahead and give me that. Is it just damage, or do you... Yeah, you do just think it's a flat amount of damage, right?
What?
Hold on, what does it do?
It does 2d6 bludgeoning. And they land prone.
And they land prone.
Would you like them to be in any specific direction?
Nah. I can't tell the directions anyway, so no.
Yeah. Okay.
Send them closer to the flames. To the flames.
I don't... Listen, I don't know where the flames are. So that's the grapple, the throw. I'm just gonna raise shield, I guess we'll hold on to them.
Okay. Ophelia, you were seeing this battle, and you were seeing all of these creatures around. Let me make sure you're actually seeing it. You see all of these creatures as these unlife creatures begin to surround your friends. Give me a d6. You can clear away, and this is going to be 2 actions. Give me a second d6 as well. Actually, give me, sorry, a d4 for the second one.
D4?
Yeah. You can clear away 4 of the rabbit-like creatures from the map. As you basically begin to ferry, you were standing there with the owl, as he seems to be hoarding this magical, almost this magical scrying sense over this cave. You see these creatures begin to form around your friends, and with the owl's help, you were able to ferry 4 of these creatures' souls back to where they belong.
Does it have to be the rabbits, or can it be
It has
like
to be the
any
rabbits.
enemy? It has to be the rabbits. Okay, I just want to make sure I can't just
Yeah.
ferry the boss away.
Yeah. You can ferry 4 of any creature away from the map. Of any of the rabbit creatures.
I think I want to get rid of some of the ones in between Shade V and Teriel, so I'm gonna do this one, this one, this one, and I'll just go with this one.
Okay. Taylor, as you sense almost like a coldness about you, V too as well. V and Taylor, you feel this almost like chill about the air as you just hear the thud of bodies hitting the floor, as all of a sudden bodies that seem to just be landing and hitting the floor as you just hear a loud hiss of displeasure as the confusion begins to wash over the enemy's face or Amanda's body, as the just kind of as you were feeling them around thee, you just kind of almost see their head trying to tilt left or right, saying in a very hissed tone, "What form of magic is this that allows you to overpower mine? None of you are strong enough to overtake my magic. Who else is with you?"
Can I use some perception to see where she is with that voice?
Yes, do give me that perception. It is all over the entire cave. This is almost as if the entire cave is echoing this voice.
God damn it. Alright.
And V, since you were attacking the queen, you were trying to grapple them. A funky bird is going to sweep in behind you and try to protect their queen. With 1, but you do not sense them. You have to have a precise sense of opportunity attack. Also, you're out of control.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
You take not only 13, but...
Am I taking damage? Sorry.
Yep, you're taking that plus 2d6. So you're taking a total of 23 damage with the first hit.
Okay.
And that's gonna be... I got it. I will let you raise shield on the 13 damage, though, if you'd like to use a reaction.
No, I did have raise shield. Oh, is it magic?
No.
Oh, I did have raise shield. I just never.
Yeah. I can let you use it on the other one. Let me go ahead and do a block for you.
Oh yeah, I can block it. I forgot.
There we go.
That did extra damage to me. What?
Yes, that was the 10 damage. Oh, did you already take the,
Yeah, no, I already did all the...
Oh, okay. Then let me go ahead and add some of the HP back. Because you were at 37.
Yeah.
How much does it belong to take additional 5, 37, 27, 27 minus... Okay, you should be at 21 life. There you go. And then I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
DC 26. You also take 4 poison damage.
Okay.
And that is due to the creature's poison attack. As you just hear this thing hissing in your ear to release their queen from your grasps. And they will make a... Probably going to miss, but they are going to... Yeah, I figured. That was so close to hit. Wait, you're flat-footed. But also, what is your AC at the moment?
30.
30? Okay, and you would be flat-footed. Do restrained creatures still get flat-footed?
Let me check restraint for you real quick, but I don't think so.
I think, because I know they can't take actions, but I think restrained creatures still do count as flanking.
Flat-footed, yeah.
Do they?
Yeah,
what do you say,
flat.
Tyrael?
Flat-footed?
Yeah.
Creatures?
Yeah, do a
They
frame.
count towards flanking.
Yeah,
they
do
count.
No,
Yes.
no, because
yes.
one creature, and you both have to be able to act. That's the thing.
Okay, because it's restrained. You just barely managed to save yourself, V, with that last attack. But they will, on their turn, try to break free with an unarmed attack. 33 will actually break them free from the restrained condition.
Oh.
And they will then make a strike at you after that. Boop. Nilo.
Yes.
You send several creatures begin to approach you rapidly as you begin to be surrounded. You feel, as you kind of sense almost a dark presence, there seems to be an aura about yourself that you almost find very familiar, as a sense of coldness like the which you have not felt since you left the Shadowville begins to wash over you. I need a DC 28 Fortitude save.
Okay, fortitude, right?
Yeah.
Please let me roll it. I can't roll it. Give me a second, let me see if I can try it another way.
Try off your character sheet itself.
That's what I'm
or
trying.
In the chat.
I don't know how to do it in chat.
Oh, you just click on the box in chat. You just click the box that says DC 28 Fortitude. You just click on the little box itself. I can roll it too if you want.
Yeah, you might have to. For some reason, my rolls aren't working since Sunday.
Why do you have safe? What is it +1? Is it the? I think it's automatic progression.
Automatic progression.
Yeah. You rolled a 13. You are feeling pretty well. As this one tries to go out to strike at you, it just. Actually, no, it is flanking right now due to all the creatures around. I need you to... Roll me another fortitude save, Nilo. Which means I'm rolling a fortitude save.
I was gonna say, it's like I could try, but yeah, no.
You feel yourself to be slowed 1.
I don't like it here.
You are slowed 1 for 1 minute. And as for, let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Shade, you start to feel creatures begin to move around you. As you just all of a sudden feel a strike coming out of nowhere, critting you.
Crit.
Oh, nice. That's fucking great.
Oh, I took the damage myself.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, I forgot to do something real quick.
And go ahead and give me that fortitude save, Shade.
Oh.
You are also slowed 1. Let me go ahead and apply that.
Yeah, I got slow.
There we go. As it reaches out with the second attack, you hear these strikes coming at you, almost taunting you, almost just making fun of you. You just hear these senses begin to be enveloped as this creature seems to be striking out at you, but you're not too sure which one is doing it. Oh yeah, it takes 1d3 poison. Forget about that.
1d3.
It doesn't do anything, but...
Yeah. Shade is currently just still yelling out because he has no control of himself. Wisdom save. I'm
yep.
assuming. Okay. I'm assuming that's a fail because the DC...
above a 6.
I'm assuming I failed because the DC keeps going higher.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a d7 and don't land on a 2.
3.
Okay. Go and do your full attacks to this creature.
This one, right?
Yep.
Okay, should be targeting right.
You bite out.
Also, I'm passing my 20 to V.
No, we can reroll 1 to crit fail again.
So glad you didn't hit V with that.
Yep, it's also frightened 1 and it needs to make that fortitude save. Oh, well, it's frightened, so I did something.
You bite out as you touch the slug.
Wait, I need to make one more. I need to give 1 more roll.
Yeah, but I was going to give me a d7 for the second roll.
No, I need another roll because my whole thing is 1 attack. I just rolled 2 of the 3. I rolled another target.
Roll me the d7.
Hey V, another. Oh yeah. So we're going to determine who gets not 20. 6.
You kill a bunny.
Okay, V, you're getting another hero point though.
Let's go.
You strike out. You bite the bird with one end. Your tail slashes over, knocking down another one of the rabbits as you feel that bird crunch into your mouth. Nilo, it is your go.
Yeah, I accidentally closed out and I can't come back. Give me a second. Honestly, I'm just going to attack the closest thing to me.
Okay. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
So.
Someone give me a d4. You clear a bunny with blinding accuracy, Nilo. And you just clear that bunny with blinding accuracy. You just rip into this thing, killing another rabbit to the north of you. You feel what did most damage to you is not currently the thing that you hit, as you just hear some just almost smoking hissing coming from the shadows. Teriel, it is your go.
Alright, let me go ahead and stride it.
Alright, they would have also stood up.
Oh, right here. let's cook. 1, 2. Let me make sure I can drag rule this. Quick drag.
Oh wait, you are still blinded, so I do need to give me a flat D. I do need to give me a flat check to see how precise this is.
How precise this is? What does this really
a flat D20.
8?
I will say you can attack, but it is going to go wild in that area as you are not able to fully perceive in a 3D environment at the moment. It will hit a lot of people here.
That's fine, I guess. 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably gonna hit Shade with this.
Yep.
Shade, you can eat a hit.
Yeah, I can right now.
Yeah. You're not gonna use that character for long, anyways, right?
Teriel, what are you attacking with? The same
I'm
thing
attacking with Flying Flame, of course.
With how it's looking, he might actually end up dying.
Are you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a D7 3 times.
D7 3 times. Oh boy.
There's only 2 allies in this square.
Don't roll a 2 with it.
1,
Why,
2,
are you determining
3,
that I'm hitting V of all
4,
things?
5, 6, and 7.
I think it could, you know.
1, 2, 3, 4. And we roll 1. Actually, yeah. No, we can't hit the same. Roll me 1 more D7. And don't get a 4 or 6. 1, 2, 3. You managed to only hit enemies.
And
Shade.
And Shade.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Resistance equal to 1 level.
Yeah, but
you are not considered an ally right now. He is not considered an ally.
It doesn't matter.
It's not letting me do a normal thing, so
Nimbus doesn't care about
I failed.
Okay, Shadow Giant passes, Shade fails, and Spider Dragon fails. I need you to roll damage for me.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Roll that beautiful damage.
Ooh,
again. Nice.
That is really
yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. They're supposed to be T10s actually.
Oh.
Oh no.
Another 2. Okay.
Oh no. And any enemies, actual enemies, by the way, have fire weakness equal to half my level.
Yeah, but we can tell if.
As you go, you try. So as you begin to try to burn up, both you do manage to hit the Spider Dragon. You end up doing half damage to the bird. It is if you could see, it does not look very good.
Okay, good. I don't want it to look very good. Alright, that is Teriel's turn as he just lights up a circle around Shade, setting his path ablaze.
Along with Shade.
Along with
Shade.
Farah, you see your friends are beginning to have some trouble across the way. They seem to be surrounded by what you can now see clearly as 2 copies of that Amanda along with 2 others. And what looks to be the bird, which is kind of covered up by Shade itself. But you can still feel their presence.
Let's go 3 action shot with...
Oh, these were moved over.
Normal arrows. As much as I want to star shot his ass, but that'd be funny. I think I have to use all 3 on this, because... I'm trying to remember how my character works. Yes.
Are these bunnies still up? Holy Christ.
Hunters and...
Oh, that one died. Thank you, that one died.
Okay.
With deadly aim. And this is my hunted prey. This has been my hunted prey for...
I'll give you that.
Well, no, because I had hunted the spider, whatever. Like,
yeah, all of them are hunted prey. Yeah, you were good.
Yeah.
You don't have to use an action for that.
Cool. Hiya!
Ooh, you just
Pow!
barely managed to hit. That is
That was-
14 damage to that spider
That
dragon.
is so many ones.
One,
Ugh.
2, 4.
It's still a good amount of damage.
That is a lot
Okay.
of damage. That is a lot of damage.
It's 14. It's 14 damage, and I still rolled a total of 4 on the dice, and I had extra bonuses from other. Okay, yeah, that's my turn. That's all 3 actions.
V, give me a D20 to see if you can even see anything. As bodies around you begin to drop, you are blind. You are completely blind. You can try to make an attack, though I will be making you roll a 1d4 if you do.
Well, did that creature ever use this action to get up and
Yes.
stop being prone?
Yes, it did. It broke free from its grapple and attacked you, broke free from the grapple, and stood up. Preferably in a really bad order that made it so you didn't get sneak attack, but that's fine.
But it didn't move, it sounds like.
Nope, it did not have any actions to move. I
Not
will
that
still have
matters.
to. I will still have you roll a d4 if you plan on attacking.
Not that it matters, but if you do say that V actually counts as my enemy, he's taking fire damage equal to.
Oh no,
the
Shade
previous
does.
round.
Shade is currently.
Oh.
enemy.
Oh, do I? How much bonus damage do I take?
4, if that's
4?
the case.
4. Okay.
Yep.
Well, hold on. What am I rolling the d4 though for?
Yep. If you want to attack, you can roll a d4 to see which of the people around you attack in your blindness.
He's
what the
definitely
D20
not
was
hitting
for.
me unless he wants to do so on purpose.
I would make you do a
Which I
d3.
wouldn't
Tyrael is so flamboyant. You know that is not who. You know that you can't hit Tyrael. So you can roll a d3 if you'd like. You have a 1 in 3 chance of hitting someone that's an ally.
Well, because I feel like I'd be striking in the same direction I struck last time, but
It's a little disoriented being blind and everything. It's crunchy mechanics.
She dies. Country
sure.
3, 4. Okay, yeah, I would have been like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Okay, so you can attack the one below you, that makes sense.
Let's go.
That will hit. The
Roll
14.
damage. My Titan's things to grapple it again.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
So it was.
Oh, is it automatic?
Yeah.
Okay, you feel that familiar feeling of wings in your arms again.
Combat grab. That's what I meant to say. It's combat grab.
Centered.
Okay, and what do you do with your last action?
Can I position them in front of where I felt those claws from before?
Yes.
I want to basically raise shield with them as the shield in front of Shade.
I will let you, if you kind of grab them back, I will let you do that.
You're gonna use him as
I'm
a
just
human
basically just like payday 3 holding a hostage in front of me.
Yes, I will allow you to do that. Ophelia, give me
And
a
I'm
d6 and a d4.
That's funny.
D6. Another 1.
You got
The same.
same as last time. You got 4 rabbits to clear.
Alright, I guess I'll just clear these 4 near me before they can get close to anyone, because it seems like you guys are handling stuff well, yeah.
You see Shade's collar also begin to almost glow with that necrotic energy that you saw whenever you first approached him. You feel that his collar is very corrupt with necrotic soul energy.
Is there anything I can do? I can kinda move. I can't touch them, can I?
Give me a d20.
A D20. Oh,
Mhm.
fuck.
You can reach out to him. you start to feel his. You can stretch and you can feel, and you can try to fill his collar with that soul energy that you have with your magic, as you begin to slowly almost sap your spell slots, feeding this like collar around him, trying to allow him to basically gain composure back again that he was beginning to lose. Shade, you feel your collar beginning to power up, similar to that as you had in your tower, but it is not enough to immediately do things.
You do things with it. Am I still not in control of myself?
You make roll saves with a bonus.
Okay.
You are continuing to V. You are continuing to hold Queen hostage. How much damage do they take, Terry, for being in your fire radius?
They take 8 automatically.
8?
Yeah, 8 in total. Pretty much it's 4 weakness to fire and half my level for my aura of thermal nimbus.
You see as they take 8 damage, and you feel as you begin to cook this, you hear the sounds of almost like something leaving, like the life leaving something's body, as they had exactly 8 hit points. But V, as you are holding this, you just begin to see, you begin to feel the body begin to cast some sort of spell about themselves.
Oh boy.
Oh, can I like just choke them?
You can roll me a competing d20.
Just throat punch them with your shield.
Basically.
Can't cast a spell if they can't breathe.
Give me that competing d20 to beat their 15.
Well, I got
No.
a point.
You have a hero point.
Yeah, sure point.
Yeah.
From
It doesn't
Ariel.
let me.
Just
use
roll a
and-
different d20.
Just roll a d20. Yeah!
There you go. There you go.
You feel the creature in your hands begin to start to cast a spell, but as you do, you manage to choke out the verbalness of the component before they were able to get it off, and the bird begins to singe as they end up completely exploding in this basical thing. I need everyone around here to give me a reflex save as they explode with these almost void-like shot, almost like their body was made of rock itself. Shade, you got this, buddy. You got this, Travis. Wait for it. Wait for it. Shoo.
Shade's gonna end up dying before anything.
Is that a failure or a crit fail?
It's a fail. It's a fail.
Okay, I'll take a regular fail.
I'm assuming mine's a crit fail.
Would you like to re-roll that?
I'll use like 1 hero point.
There you go. You pass this damage as you just kind of feel these sharp, almost needle-like things explode from the bird's body, dealing a whopping 18 damage to everyone around it.
Jeez.
I'm assuming I take half.
Yes. The DC was 24. V.
Like,
That puts you, unless you have something to do about that, that is 18 damage to you, V.
Nice. Killed it or anything?
It is a physical effect. It's basically a bomb exploded next to you.
I can technically do anything.
You are considered wearing. You do not have bulwark on your armor, so I don't think you can do anything. I don't think you can. I don't think you can shield block explosion damage. It's an AoE. It's AoE damage essentially.
There is a feat for that. I don't think he took it out.
I'm guessing you don't have the feat that lets you block AoE damage.
No. Oh, I forgot I had this.
Well,
No, it's
they also fail.
reflexive. No, it's reactive shield. No, reflective. Reflective.
You see them take 9, as the one you're holding holds. The one you're holding takes 18. Teriel, you take 18 as well, as you manage to explode the bird before it had a chance to kill V with its claws.
Oh boy. I do. Is it another 18?
No, it's the 18 that you. I didn't know if you took the additional 18.
I already took
Okay.
the 18.
V, you find yourself beginning to lose consciousness as you do hit to the 0 hit points. However, something else seems to take over your body as you are no longer yourself. You hear the sounds of the grandmother spider playing into your ear as before you fall down, you feel that almost like a ghostly spiderly web holding you back up. You are now no longer yourself, V. How much HP do you have?
Oh boy.
I would have 1. I don't know how much it heals. I'd have to look it up again. Hold on.
Yeah, you can look up how much it heals.
Are you really? Oh my lord, is he actually down?
No.
Not technically. He did go down to 0 HP.
Ah, great. This is great. I'm versing V. Spider.
Oh no, it's a different spider.
It's a different.
Yes, V's soul inside their body begins to take over. As you hear the voice of once V, now you hear what sounds to be an elderly spider creature that just says out, Amanda, tisk, darling, look at what you're doing. What do you possibly want with this vessel of mine? Why don't you go find your own? As you just hear those words come out to where you knew V was.
There's too many goddamn spiders on my block.
Nilo, I'm gonna try to roll that fortitude save for you.
I can see if I can do it this time since I had to reload and rejoin anyways. Oh my god, I could do it.
You pass the first fortitude save as you feel yourself beginning to be surrounded. They strike once, missing with their claws. Actually, hold on, you're in a flat-footed. They strike once and twice, hitting with both hits. Actually, no, only one hit.
Are we applying flat-footed to them, by the way?
Is it? Oh yeah, it is. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was doing that. Thank you for that. Nila, you just barely managed to dodge left and right. These attacks are coming at you. You feel yourself slowed, but you're still keeping yourself at steady pace with them.
Where are you guys?
You feel very alone.
I'm over here.
As you just hear
tell me shit.
the flaps of wings come behind you, Terry.
Oh boy. You're cooking, by the way.
Yes, they will be. And also missing. They are cooking and missing. And this one's going to try to escape the funny grapple. Escape the funny grapple. Escape the funny grapple. They do not seem to find themselves of great purchase. Shade, give me that D20. Give me that will save at advantage. Give me.
Is that now?
You have a brief moment of clarity as your soul collar begins to find itself forming once again, and you see and hear, or you just begin to hear the sounds of your teammates almost calling out. V seems to have changed form. Teriel seems to be surrounded. Things do not seem to be going the party's way, as this soul energy around the room is blinding everyone and causing everyone to have massive issues. This energy that seems to be what would be breathing out, seems to be consuming this room.
Just suck it back up.
Can I do that?
You probably could, to be honest.
Can I try that?
Slurp it back up.
Slurp it back. Can I slurp it back up?
Give me a D20.
I will give you that D20. Hey. I will not see.
I will say, you can start to suck back in that effects, though you will be able to clear, not everywhere, but you are able to clear this area of all of their blinded conditions as you begin to consume that shadowiness about everyone. You see V standing there in almost a calm posture, as if they are completely unconcerned with this fight, as they look completely non-threatening and like they are not going to try to kill themselves over this fight. You see Terrio being surrounded by two various copies of Amanda, as this you begin to spend all of your actions to suck this back in.
There's enough material to go around, as well. Say.
I'm assuming that took both my actions.
It took all of your actions.
Okay.
Nilo, you feel two figures around you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna attack one of them. There's only 3 around me, right?
There's 2.
2? Just 2? Okay, for some reason I saw
There's south and east.
Okay. 1, 2... Okay, so bottom one.
Yes, you may.
If I can... Okay, I'm going to... 4 blows, so... Fist. Or not. I was able to roll, please!
Yeah, good.
I can't.
Remind me to work on this later.
Yeah.
And...
I just missed. Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead and do one more for, your flying blade strikes out. As your flying blade has its own turn, and it actually is able to see finally, as your flying blade strikes out at the spider dragon in your stead. As you seem to be surrounded and almost hopeless. Zed, it is your turn, and you seem to be surrounded by 2 copies of what looks to be Amanda, and V standing there almost nonchalantly.
Okay, seeing all this, I'm just gonna go and try to finish this one off, actually, as the first one.
Okay.
So, I am gonna use the weapon infusion, and it's gonna be melee for this one. Make sure to apply the effect. We're throwing on backswing on this one. Just we're gonna make it a 2-action one.
Okay. That'll hit.
I mean, actually, hold on.
And I know it has a fire weakness.
2d8 actually. I keep on doing that. Is that higher or lower?
It's lower.
It's lower.
They take the 14 damage.
Okay, I gotta find out how to fix this. But it's fine. Are they still up?
Yes, not by much though.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try to finish them off with the agile. We're gonna switch it into an agile weapon and just stab straight into them. Man, I miss. You know? Fuck
You
it,
feeling like a hero roll?
Yes! We ball.
You strike into this creature, and you see this creature begin to fall, as one of the copies of Amanda seems to vanish.
Now it's just you and me. Alright, let's go. That is all my turn.
Farah, you see what looks to be your friend Farah. You seem to see V. V seems to be standing there almost nonchalantly, as you know exactly what is going on with him. You know that he has fallen, and what has taken over his body.
I don't know what has taken over his body, because I have not interacted with that aspect of him actually yet.
He's never gone down once around there after all these years.
Time to go down.
No, because whenever he got low and stuff like that, like this was pre him getting into the suit. He didn't have that aspect of him until once he was in the suit. Like,
I had it before that.
It was before that. This is part of his base character.
Oh.
This is why he could talk to the spider.
Yeah, this is the spider.
Why everything went downhill.
Wait, dude, let's see. Oh yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
right.
then I do know what's going on, and I'm like, oh no. Oh,
You know that
Ripper
V has fallen at this point, and V is no longer himself. Bria, or Shade himself, seems to be no longer himself. Your friend Interior seems to be in a tough spot itself as well.
Okay. I am
I forgot.
going to use Hunter's Aim, which uses 2 actions to make a strike with a +2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my 3rd action to switch into a Star Shot arrow to Star Shot this guy.
That'll hit. And I will make the DC whatever your class DC is. If this
I
is
don't know if it actually has a DC. This is just like a light.
Okay. You fire this and like it brightens up the area. Where it's not covered in fog, it is as bright as can be as you feel their body through this area here.
Yeah, so it said that it came from a star that ventured too close to Galarian and was shot down by a moonlit archer.
Mm-hmm.
You take no range penalties against any target you can personally detect.
And you land this clear shot. You hit their wing. You clip their wing. They feel this sense of dread about themselves, but they are not out of the battle yet.
And that'll be my 3 actions. Did I feel Ophelia?
Yes. You feel their magic beginning to cause the creatures around to begin to fall.
Okay.
You can't see them, but you can sense them.
I can sense them. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, I feel like I probably could sense them when they rolled in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And V, you find yourself as basically the soul of the spider is now controlling your body. You see what looks to be a crazed dragon, a almost fallen ally, and you just say to Amanda, "Just spiders, one spider to another. This is not a fight I want to be in." And you begin to slowly just make your way away from the fight, seeing as you do not want your vessel destroyed. Your vessel is going to slowly walk towards the exit of the cave to not get caught up in basically the giant dragon. And on your way out, you punch this rabbit.
Yeah. Also, this one isn't grappled anymore.
This one's dead.
Oh, it's dead. Okay, it's still in this one.
It's like freaking rabbit.
Freaking
V just said, I'm head out.
I don't think that's better
What
would do, but
what do you think they would do?
According to their thing, they don't care about, not that they don't care, but they don't go out of their way to protect their worshippers or vessels.
Yeah, but they also but it's also like do they have any innate desire to fight the companions of their vessels? It's more of it's not like they're afraid to fight, it's more of just not caring about what's going on.
I mean, they are literally neutral on everything.
Yeah, so this is the most neutral action possible, to just not be involved in either side.
What do they even care about is the question then.
Give them an emotion, V.
The only thing they seem to care about is weaving the fates of other gods and other creatures.
Okay, so it's just working on weaving the fate of other gods and creatures right now.
Yeah.
They also prefer to fight those with more power than them.
Amanda would not have more power than your god, essentially, or your soul vessel. I would judge. Give me a d20. Just give me a straight d20. Okay. I will say they are not going to completely abandon the party, but they are going to wait and see what happens with the Weaves of Fate. But they also need to be able to see the Weaves of Fate. They're not just going to run away, but they're also being very observant of the battlefield, knowing that almost whatever happening is almost fate itself.
That checks.
Okay, that I will give you, yeah. Ophelia, I will say, give me a d6. You clear out all of the remaining rabbits as you are going round as you clearing out these. That one's ignore that one. That one's for the initiative tracker. You clear out all of these, and like you are walking through this area almost in like a blink of an eye as you are going from soul to soul with the owl above you. You see what looks to be almost like you are tapping your finger on this like puddle before you, clearing out as you see these souls almost feeling at peace as these souls are being basically transported back to where they need to go to wait their final judgment. As you are freeing those souls, allowing them to be able to continue on with what they are intending to do and where they are meant to be. You are putting these creatures at peace. As well as with Shade, give me a d20 for Shade.
Okay. Wait,
Ophelia,
yeah,
Ophelia, give me a d20.
Ooh.
You are able to, as you begin to feed your magic, after all the creatures are gone, you begin to feed this energy into Shade's collar, as well as basically empowering him and allowing him these brief moments of clarity as you basically negate the negative energy that is around his collar. He still seems to be like he is about to explode from basically the negative and the positive energy fighting back and forth. He is very close to having some sort of meltdown against everyone around him.
Ooh.
And you are barely keeping that at bay.
I want to keep trying to keep it at bay.
Okay. I'll say with that, well, you Shade, you feel yourself like you are about to explode, like, right now. But you feel a, like, sense of chill about the area that begins to basically cause your collar to be lit up, similar to that of the tower of the energy of the tower. And upon revealing, basically, upon allowing her to basically be in this weaker form, seeing that you all have exposed her, she is going to scoff back at you and say that, I guess there's no more time for tricks. Let's take this on dragon to dragon.
Mm-hmm.
As you see her suddenly take the form of her full height, her full form, not even what she was before, way larger than she was even last time. As you see the magic of herself, she begins to suck in whatever remaining necrotic energy there is, and she is almost oozing out of every single cut in her body. She is oozing out this dark, just cryptic energy, allowing herself to be consumed by this energy once more. Let me just go ahead and get the proper stat block. She is back to her original stat block.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Zerd, I did send you something.
Yeah,
When you're free.
Yeah, I will do that on your next turn. I will follow through with that. Teriel.
Yep.
As you seem to cause most of the problems around her, essentially, she is going to reach out with one of her mighty claws and attempt to strike you down.
Ooh. Spicy. I'll take 24 right now.
And give me a fortitude save.
30?
You succeed. You crit succeed. And then you see her begin to almost reel out as this breath begins to bubble up in her throat as she exhales this massive breath weapon upon you.
Oh.
Give me a reflex save.
Sweet lord.
You take half of this damage.
Okay, alright.
And she cannot use that again for probably the rest of the combat rounds, but we'll see. And Nilo. It is time
Yes.
for that funky fortitude save.
No, okay. Please let me roll. You gotta do it.
You pass 1.
1.
They're going to reach out to strike you. Ooh.
Oh. Hey,
Not funny.
Nilo, as you feel these claws begin to rake across you, you now see the entire energy begins to fade from the area as all of the magic seems to be sucked back in it, and you now see, staring dead in your eyes, this creature with all of their 8 eyes, and they just look at you, seeing your slowed body, as they begin chanting something towards you. I need 1 last fortitude save. You are immune this turn.
Guys, help! Help! Help!
I'm fighting my own damn fight over here.
I need to make. Do I still need to make wisdom save? Or no?
Give me an advantage wisdom save. It's like I'm looking for like double net ones or something. You're good.
Okay, I'm good.
You're good. It does not look very good. Teriel looks like they are like 14 out of 90 right now. You know.
Yeah. So how is this one looking? The one that decided to turn into a dragon form.
She seems to be like. I mean, she is doing pretty. Like, she passed that. She gained temporary hit points. She's got some of her power back. Like, she absorbs.
Yeah.
She is oozing with this temporal magic that seems to be flowing through the area.
So there's still 2 of them though. Okay. He will frenzy then for now. My attacks.
I will say, you do feel like your collar could explode at any moment with all this energy consuming you.
Does any of those hit?
The first one does.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Is he sane enough to start saying stuff yet, or no?
Yes, you have a brief moment of clarity that is completely temporary in your mind.
Temporary. Wait, I need checks. No, that will not do anything to that. Yeah, that's too far.
You would imagine that these two are connected, by the way.
They're connected. Oh, I would have I would have done something different on my turn then if I knew it was correct.
If you want to do that, you can as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no. You still would have attacked her, but I would have used... If I knew they were connected, I would have used combat grab.
They're not connected in that kind of sense. It means like if one vanishes, the other one vanishes.
No, that's the reason why he's still doing combat grab. He wants to keep her there.
You want to use the 15 for your combat grab then?
The one I rolled a 15 on.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go up and grab her. Yeah, combat grabber.
Yeah. You grapple them.
Grapple them?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still slowed, correct?
You moved the no, you're good. Yeah, you slowed. You have basically you grappled them.
Alright, so grapple him. That's what he's gonna do on his turn.
Okay. Shay just being like, I guess I'll just play the fight. I was gonna change characters. I'll just play the fight out now. You know, now that I think about it.
I was planning to play the fight out.
I guess I have to kill more people before you do that. Okay. Nilo,
I can't
it is your go.
Honestly, by the way that's worded, I can't be slowed to teleport away.
You're allowed to break the game rules. You're losing your character. You're allowed to break the game rules for a second, buddy.
Okay, alright, okay. I'm just asking.
It's strange, just like, I must follow the rules. I know I'm losing my character, but I must follow the rules.
Okay. Yeah, so what he's going to do is he's going to grab. So he's going to grab her by her muzzle, slam it shut, and he's going to try to slam her onto the ground as a second action. I feel like
you do that.
He says, tired of your insolent bubble. You're just a bug under my foot. I'm tired. I've been calm. I've been patient, but you've pissed me off to no end. Try to keep my cool. Be fine, be gentle. No, you have to push me to my very limits. I was meager and weak when I first met you. I am stronger now than I've ever been, as his collar is glowing bright blue. I will end you and take you away to where it all started and finish this myself. And then he screams out for everyone to run out of here, run out of the cave. I will finish this, what I started myself.
And
What if I could, buddy?
You see their collar beginning to glow brighter and brighter. You feel just one small step, and they are lighting this entire cave up in a burst of almost radiant necrotic energy. Nilo, it is your go.
Hi.
Ow.
I don't
Hi.
know fuck about. I'm actually doing pretty damn.
You haven't done any damage to this. I think just some do. You hit it once, I think.
I'm 14 out of 104. I'm actually
Can't roll
fine.
anything.
No,
Still, this
102.
is bullshit. I just want to fight for my life.
You
at
do.
this
You
point.
begin to fight. They told you to run, and you're choosing to fight instead.
Yeah, we're choosing to
It's
fight.
like-
Fuck you, Shade. You can't have your own.
You can't have your way. Honestly, the only reason Nilo's fighting is because like he doesn't think he can run away at this point. She is just glaring, and he can't. He's scared.
You feel yourself almost frozen in place. Teriel.
I'm gonna be honest, Shade. I'm not Shade. Brio.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really gonna do this? Because I don't want to waste this great healing potion.
I'm doing that. He said what he said.
I want to fight this bitch.
You can. He's like going to explode. You can see his collar is shaking.
It deals 100 damage on a basic reflex saving throw.
I'll live.
He's going nuclear.
Well, that's when I was level 7. I've leveled up 2 more times. It probably does more.
Yeah,
for story reasons wise.
So it's like 130 now?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna pull out a giant flame and more hammer and give this bitch a taste of her own mess. And
I'm shooting Teriel on my turn.
You may do that.
Are you not running away? Because he only has a very small moment of clarity.
You think I'm gonna run away right now? You think I'm a coward like that? Fuck you.
Go ahead and attack.
Yes. I mean, no.
No.
Let me make sure. Alright, element blast. Boo.
I can't even make
The
it.
freaking hammer. Alright.
Just go towards the walls. You'll be fine.
It is an
like,
area.
That does miss though. Alright.
If I
I'm
get
gonna
that
go.
paralyzed line, 'cause, like,
Yeah, I would say that. Yes.
we'll just merge with the fauna.
Yeah. There's a giant rock pillar right here that you don't. There's a giant wall of rock right here that you can't really
Perfect.
see very well.
Okay,
Shit.
we'll just kind of.
Ferris, your go. I will say.
I'm
I
shooting.
wasn't done yet, but alright.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm trying to do my damn things now. Weapon infusion, please. I think it's because it went to the other turn. Come on. Agile weapon. Basically turning into... Nope. That probably doesn't hit either.
No, 23 does not hit, buddy.
Ah, you bitch. It's fine, I raise shield.
You... Oh my.
Okay, Farah, it is your go.
I'm gonna shoot Teriel with
Go
a
ahead.
treat wounds arrow.
With a what arrow?
Treat wounds arrow.
One of my water arrows.
You heal 21
One health
HP.
back.
Nice.
And then I'm grabbing Jinsei's hand and we're going behind this pillar.
You go behind the pillar. V, for the sake of keeping your friend alive, you know what your vessel. You're the vessel. You know that they may be neutral, but this is not the way they need to go. This is not what needs to happen. You go up and you try to grapple Teriel to pull them away, Frodo style.
Wait, they're trying to save Teriel?
What?
That sounds
it's not Teriel. It's their
fuck?
vessel. It's not Teriel. It's the Spider Queen.
Get the fuck off me. You better make that grapple check.
I will. I will.
Make that
one of
grapple
their
check.
edicts, shame the powerful, protect the stupid.
Yep. Give me that grapple check.
They know.
I'll
they
give
know.
you a free
Oh.
hero point.
Oh.
I'll give you a free hero point on this.
No.
No.
I see.
I will. Hey, if I have to, I'll just raise both my shields and create a wall in front of them.
Take it
Unless,
down this
I mean-
I'm
Okay.
literally half at full take right now. I could still eat shit. Right now.
All I had
Ophi.
was one action left.
Yep, you have one action left. They are going to try. Yeah, that's the move base shield. Move grapple base shield. Ophelia, you see this. You see your allies beginning to cause themselves to basically being in harm's way here. Give me a straight d20.
So I am using shield wall, so he technically has standard cover.
Okay. You seeing this, you are not able to stop Shade this turn, as they seem to be having this power overwhelming in this. You have just a bit of magic left to probably, if you wanted to try to protect a shield of soul energy around Teriel and V at this moment. As you see them basically hearing these words Shade is saying and feeling the air, you feel like the best you can do is just to prevent them. There's nothing you can do to save Shade.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna basically let go of Shade's collar from where I'm holding on to it, trying to stop him. I'm gonna instead fly over to Teriel and V. I'm just gonna hold my hands up and create kind of a bubble.
Do we see
Um,
Ophelia?
No.
No.
You do feel a sense of chill around your body, even though you are on fire. Your body is lit up almost. You feel this magic coursing through you, and then suddenly you feel a chill, but not a chill that's harming, not a chill like the Shadow Veil. You feel a chill like a breeze on a hot day. It almost feels like you want to collapse into this, as if it is almost a welcoming chill that allows you to feel a cool sensation around your body. And you feel protected.
I'm gonna ask you not to describe this because I actually am leaning back in my cold ass house.
On their turn, they're going to try. This one is trying to keep you, Nilo, as they are just staring you down. Turn to stone on you. It's for plot.
I can just say it fails. Do you want me to just say
I
it
will
fails?
strike at you and make you fail that save.
Nilo keeps rolling 18s. They're too powerful.
There.
You have hero points, right?
Hero points. Dang hero points. You're fine. You're
funny.
good. This is actually even fun. Okay.
I mean, he's
Shade.
still scared. He's
Do
not
I-
running.
Do I explode, or am I allowed to do my pull everything under move?
You're pulling everything under.
He's Shade's. Yeah, Shade's gonna pull everything under. Not that he. I'm assuming he loses control of himself again, or does he still have clarity?
As you begin to barely gain clarity, you begin to let out this almost explosive thing, leaving behind. You aren't just going to the Shadow Realm. No, you are letting out this energy out of your collar, as basically what's going to happen is you're going to say your last words, explode, and the explosion is going to take Amanda with you, along with damaging over there.
Yeah, both of them.
I'll live.
You see a brief glimpse of a spirit-like figure that seems to be holding over Shade, Teriel, and V. As you see almost like what looks to be a almost motherly spiritual figure that seems to be holding both of their shoulders as they almost look directly into your eyes.
Bye, my friends. I will see you again. Till then, as he looks towards the mother figure of Ophelia, take care of them in my stead. And then his collar is just going to shake, and then explosion happens of a swirl of dark necrotic energy and like the yellowish green of the corrupted shadow energy overtake him as he glows brightly and energy explodes off of him.
As you do that, the collar not only explodes, but you feel the collar detach from your body and fall to the ground as everyone, what would be everyone, would be affected by this. Except Teriel and V seem to be guarded by Ophelia. Vera and Jinsey seem to be behind a wall. That leaves just Nilo. I need a reflex save, Nilo.
Oh my god, it's my time. Give me that mastery.
And you manage to just barely get behind it as it clips the whole area. For half damage, Nilo. As you just barely manage to dodge out of the way as this clone of Amanda completely vanishes. Both Shade and Amanda both vanish, and you find yourself standing in the Shadow Realm, collar off over the dead body of Amanda in the Shadow Realm. You are no longer on this plane, and everyone else just sees nothing more than a single collar that seems to be where Shade used to be.
Fucking damn it, Shade. Picking up the collar.
0 clicks.
Not even sad. I'm just pissed.
The room goes quiet, and you just hear the sounds of Teriel's frustration and heat fill the room.
Ophelia is going to feel tears start streaming down her face. She's going to look up to the owl and say, "Was this supposed to happen?"
You see the owl lean down. It's very faded at this point, almost nothing more than a ghostly figure. It wraps its body around you with its full embrace. You don't, even though it may be transparent, you still feel as if it's a solid figure here in your dreams. And you just hear it whisper down to you. All souls will find themselves one day where they need to go. You have done an excellent job guiding the souls so far. Continue finding where souls need to go. And yes, all things will happen when they need to, and this was one of those things. Be comforted in knowing that you kept your friends around as much as you can. Keep safe, Ophelia. Keep safe, and I too will see you again. Thank you again for being such a great helper to me. You are valued. And you kind of feel them begin to phase out as you begin to find yourself waking up. I will let everyone say what they're going to in the cave, and then we will cut to the menagerie, with everyone kind of eventually making their way back to that.
Farrah's gonna kind of come over holding Jinsei's hand, probably. Looking at the group and just go, "Alright, sound off. Who's hurt?"
Once again, let me see.
Nilo, get over here.
24. 24 plus 39. I am 63 of 102. And every minute I'm healing.
Nilo's 10 out of like 112.
Yeah,
no, I'm probably, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
V's 14 out of like 122. Also being currently controlled by a spider queen at the moment.
Yeah.
But as the I will say,
I
V,
can't go with V. That's the issue.
V, you have like, if you want to say something with your spider queen's voice before she leaves, you may.
The spider queen would probably just say that.
Man,
another...
V, that was very nice of you. I can't believe that you actually went ahead and went out and looked out for me. That's very surprising. I appreciate that.
They're just gonna push him out of the way. Not a nice one. It's just a little like hand on face.
Just move.
That's what we're about to just say something as like another fate has been sealed, as like there's like sewing a web that's coming from where the shadows were, all of the different shadows.
V, give me a perception check.
Oh wow, that's a lot of poison and stuff on this thing. What the hell?
Not ready for.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna type something to you real fast, V.
I'll grab this up real quick before it somehow disappears. Alright. This.
Just give them a little bit. They'll be back. They always come back. Also, this is Jin.
There you go, Fox.
I am Teriel, and this is Ophelia. Well, wait, where's Ophelia?
Ophelia's not. Yeah.
So I felt Ophelia's presence, right? Like we did establish that.
And just like Teriel just gestures to over here, just like here's Ophelia, and then wait, what?
She's near. I know that much. She's just not at the moment. We'll find her soon.
Also,
what
are
are
you
we gonna
injured?
do now?
I think we need to leave.
I would hope so. I don't want to be here any longer.
Then let's head back.
Teriel's just gonna go around burning the rest of these webs real quick.
Yeah, like y'all's clothes are like very tattered at this point. Like the damage between the acid and the claws, like there was bits of exposed flesh and blood that seems to be going through those potentially wounds.
Shade's collar is still there on the ground, right?
No,
Yeah.
Teriel has it right now.
Okay,
Teriel has it.
I didn't
Teriel
realize.
took it.
I wouldn't be so nonchalant to leave it like such.
I mean,
You feel a sense of void about the room.
Well, gonna go and look around in the room and see if there's anything that Amanda might have left as a contingency. She seems like a very manipulative person, and wouldn't leave things to such chance. If she did, that would surprise me.
Nice emotion, guys.
I know he's alive. I can't have emotions like that.
Teriel being the most emotional out of the group.
Teriel's
Teriel.
fucking mad
no, don't
at
worry, I'm
Shade.
You're right.
Ariel and
Very mad
Ophelia.
at Shade.
Like Shade is like,
is sobbing. You're
Shade,
gonna go back to her and she's gonna be
you're
like,
in the
sobbing.
Shadowfell, right?
yeah.
You're in the Shadowfell. You can feel Teriel just like on your shoulder. I'm really mad at you, and I will find you again. I swear to God.
And then there's Nayla, who's just like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I'm sorry.
I'm just impressed that the pillars didn't crumble.
As you say that, the whole cave begins to shake and
We need to leave!
tremble. You feel rocks beginning to fall down. Various plant life and mushrooms beginning to be crushed. As like Pharaoh lets out a small tear for the plant life that got destroyed in the process. Not Shade, but the plant life that's being currently destroyed in this cave.
Yeah. She'll, Farrah's already gone at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
So far, Teriel, this is like the third time that Teriel feels like shit because and this is the one time where Teriel could have done something and Shade just pressed the nuke button. Oh man, sorry.
We couldn't do much. Honestly.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, now you're just lying to yourself. It's not fine.
You know, you do this all the time. Let me have it just this once.
I will not. I will not let my friends lie to themselves just because I do it, okay? We aren't doing this today. I refuse.
Teriel's gonna look at you like he's looking at like a mirror here, just like, is this what it feels like?
Oh yeah, yeah, it fucking sucks, doesn't it? It fucking sucks, right? My fur feels stiff. I don't like it. We need to leave. Let's just leave. It'll be fine. I'll buy you food. How about that? I'll buy you food.
Let me do some cleaning up first to make sure that there's no
Rocks begin to fall.
yeah, no,
Oh, rocks are falling? Are you serious?
Rocks are falling very rapidly this moment as the explosion.
I thought that was a joke.
No, rocks are actively falling.
I am making sure this fucking thing's dead also.
You take its head as a reward.
Sorry.
Rocks are continuing to fall.
We're out of here, by the way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah.
Would you like to have anything to say on the way back to the forest before you meet back up with, what was essentially what you would imagine is sleeping Ophelia?
I mean,
Dice have determined Neela does not get petrified today.
Surprised!
Only 15s in my house! Like every 33, every single roll was a freaking 33.
That was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Just like, alright, well, that ain't gonna work. God has humbled
I could have just
Zerda
willingly
once
let
again.
it fail, but you were just like, no.
The
We'll
dice
do it
have
the
to
right way,
decide.
and I'm just like, okay.
As you walk back, you do still see some of the webs seem to have almost what was once sucking the energy of the forest. The webs do seem to almost be shriveled up, as they are nothing more than just a blanket of linen soon to be composited into the earth itself. The stone creatures that were about the forest still return to stone, but yet, like I said, they're turned to stone. You're not too sure how to help them, but at least the forest itself is back to where it needs to be.
We definitely can help them. There's some people that actually may be able to help.
Just thought about it. What am I
Just-
gonna do? I let someone basically die on my first actual run of being a general. Guys, this is bad.
A lot of people die under generals every time.
We could always
Job I
contact.
had.
We should just contact.
Yeah, take this back. I don't want it.
We should,
Take
yeah,
back
give
this
me
weird
that.
communicator
for a
thing.
second.
Take it.
Alright.
You take back
Rubus.
the crystal. You're gonna hear a vague voice come over the crystal as it says, "Yes, you alone, General.
No?
Did you complete your mission?"
Yes, but at a cost.
Ah, General Terrio, scared to hear your voice. How did the mission go?
We taken out the creature that has been. It's very unexpected, but we have taken out the creature that has been abducting and killing our scouts and other soldiers and so forth.
The bastard's problem is no more.
We did lose Shade in the process.
You kind of hear him like curse over the line. The resource down that we were going to use. Shame, but kind of hear him. I'll make sure to inform everyone that the general, he says in a more flippant tone, has had one of their soldiers fallen in combat. I'll make sure to have something appropriate for the young dragon.
Do you happen to have anything that might be able to cure petrification of any sorts or resources?
Kind of, you hear almost like a nonchalant voice. Those kind of magics tend to be overpriced and expensive, as the mages require days of preparation and several expensive material components. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it just a local rabbit village that was having such issues, as well as some of the scouts? Was there anyone of great importance that got petrified in the process?
Just looks around at the statues, just making sure.
They seem to be low-level scouts and some soldiers of the enemy army, as well as various rabbit folk.
Are you just gonna leave them petrified?
Do you know the cost that it takes to be able to remove petrification? Do you imagine what resources those could be used to fortify the walls of this city? Fortify the men of this city? Would you have one or two people freed if it means armaments for the entire army?
You know what? I think we're good here. I'm just gonna go and put away the orb, basically hang up on him.
And he will automatically assume that means you understand the cost, and will continue his work. Jinsei tells Farah all about the rabbit folk and about how he found himself here in the city of the rabbit folk after what happened in the village. He mentions about how he was able to hide underneath to almost the bottom of the water itself as he was in his pond that day meditating. And when he came back up to surface, he found what you would describe, and what you both know to be true. And he mentions...
I was going to say, were you able to find, did you see who started it or what caused it?
As he looks to you sadly, says, I know those people with the markings. I saw them approach the village from a trade route. I was suspicious at first due to their almost ruckus nature, but I didn't know what to assume of them, and I thought about going to warn everyone of some sort of ruckus, but I must have just been meditating that day, and must have gotten lost in my thoughts like I do typically on the water. Sorry, Farah. Sorry, Petals. Able to. As you see, like a deep sense of regret wash over his face.
It's...
If I would have known time itself, I would do it 1,000 over to stop what I would have known now.
We can't change the past. All we can do is learn from it and use that to help us guide the future. It's not your fault.
He holds your hands in tight and amongst their body, and you just see with like the most earnest like look about them. He just says, or they say that they found this village and it's like a home to them. And while they may not be those of the plants, they seem to know what nature truly means. They seem to understand the concept of cycles and rebirths. They understand what it means to grow, be cut, and then grow again. And they have found peace in this village, and they are endlessly grateful to you for stopping what was causing so much problems to their kin, as they just tell you these fantastical stories. What would be just mundane stories to a regular person, he describes as if they are the most fascinating thing in the world, about the stories that the children would have amongst the trees, the growing and aging of the rabbits at such a rapid pace, the cycle of life and rebirth that happens within just the constant cycle of life that happens within. He just describes the city in almost a sense of wonderment that others might find dull or drawn
on. I'll kind of, just listen intently like a kid watching a cartoon on Saturday, just kind of enthralled with everything, and just kind of look at them and just go, we should definitely think about either starting a new village or I would love to settle down with you once all of this is done.
You see them like...
I don't want to be scared and alone anymore.
You see them grasp you and hug you tight, and they just... You hear their voice just saying to you, I would love to be able to grow once more. While the village is great as I've told you, it is lonely being the only Leshy here. If you could, I don't know, whatever I can do to help you complete whatever journey you're on, whatever it takes to find your friends and make them whole, whatever it takes, I will do whatever I can to make it right, since you've helped me with this found almost sense of family I have here. I'm sure that we could find something that would make us both whole, and with purpose, and with life, and with passion, and with everything around us. I want to feel the life of the forest grow with us as well. I would love nothing more than that, Farah. And Petals, I want that. I would love that very much. As they look to you almost as excited, like even more excited than the stories they are telling of the rabbit children, they look at you with even more excitement, as if every single eye they see and they look into yours, it is as if it is 1,000 cycles of growth and rebirth happening over and over, as it's almost as if he is witnessing the birth of 1,000 of generations of life itself.
Okay. So, couple of things. One, I've been told of a forest that I've been really wanting to go see with these huge oak trees in them. We'll go there. Maybe start a druid village there. But I need you to promise that you'll stay safe. Now, if you want, you can come with me back to town. We'll probably go to the inn for a bit, and we can have some more alone time. But I mean, I want to spend every moment with you, so. But I want to keep you safe. And that tower is not safe for anyone. It's barely safe for us. But we've been dealing with it. I know what I'm getting myself into, and I will return to you no matter what.
You
That
kind
is
of
a problem.
you look at him and says, "And by your word, I promise the same thing. I will make sure that your village is protected. If you have found family there, and you have found a home, then I will make sure everything in my power protected. I will erupt walls of vines covering the whole town if I have to. I'll make sure the soil is fertile for all life to grow and to be rebirthed after all of this is happening, and I will make sure this city is protected with every ounce of my life. You can trust me because I trust you, Battles. Finish whatever is unnatural thing is happening there, and we can start something nice, and I will take you to the tallest of oak trees that we can see, and we will look out, and we will spot it, and I will count every oak tree 1,000 times over, if it means that we can count together."
Hey, Dewdrop, don't overdo it. I just want you to be safe.
You got it, Petals. As you all arrive back to the town, Avila, as you begin to wake up after the owl seems to hug you and say those words, you wake up with what looks to be a almost small kobold-like creature that seems to be huddled over you with this almost feathery sort of robe about themselves. You are confused for a moment, but as you kind of blink away, you are clearly in a very highly emotional state, but you do recognize this as what the owl was mentioning, as to be Gaz, as he is flipping through one of his tomes as if reading a bedtime story. He seems to be flipping through this tome next to you, almost watching Guardian like over your body.
Sorry, I got the burps. Okay. She sniffs and wipes away a tear and says, "Gaz? Is that you?"
Yeah, feel it. You're alive. 500 years. You're actually alive. I came here to this bunny village. I, I followed the pathway of my phylactery being missing. I thought those rock gnomes took it, or somehow got in the tower and took my phylactery here. But then I saw you. I saw you're here. You're actually here.
Yeah.
I went to check up on you. I thought that you were passed out. I thought you were dead. I thought something killed you and left you here. But you're actually alive. As he pulls you into a deep hug.
She, still really high in emotion, just kind of hugs him and then pulls him in tighter and says, "I'm sorry. A lot's just happened, and
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I've tried for ever since Tywin and Nerd, and I came back and you weren't there. Amaris wasn't there. So many people were dead and hurt. I've tried for 500 years to turn back the tower. It just to see that you were okay, that everyone was okay. But no matter what I did, no matter how many times I tried, it wouldn't turn back on. I've journeyed so far. I've been hurt so many times, but you're here. You're back.
I'm back. I'm back for the tower, and I'm back to help any way that I can with everything that's happening. I need a moment.
Okay.
I couldn't save him, and
Who couldn't you save of your life? Who couldn't you save?
Shade, I couldn't save him. I was in my dream, and I was holding on to his collar. I was trying to fill it with positive energy so he wouldn't, but then I couldn't fight it. And she just starts to hold her face in her hands and starts sobbing.
You see him pull you into her. It's okay. It's okay. You did all you could. You did all you could. Knowing you, I knew you tried your hardest. You knew you did your best. You did your best for everyone.
I feel like I've lost so many people these past few days. these past few weeks since I came and found the village, and yet I've learned so much about myself. My memory, it was wiped, and I've been remembering everything, and I remember you a bit.
It's okay. I'll catch you up to all you've missed. You've been back to the tower. How long have you been back to the tower? How long?
Um, it's been maybe a few weeks since I
Few,
first arrived at the tower.
few
I
weeks, and I didn't know you were back.
Yeah, I met with this group of adventurers, and we've been exploring the tower trying to get down to the 10th floor again, but so much has changed.
I know so much has changed. I feel like so much has changed. So much. I need to tell you. So much that has happened. So much that you need to know. How much do you remember, Ophelia? How much do you remember about your tower?
I remember building it for the first war, and I remember the adventurers invading and attacking, and I didn't know what to do, so I guess I just disappeared.
You're,
It's a lot. It's a lot, and it all gets jumbled up.
it's okay. It's okay. I'll try to catch up with as much as happened in the time that you've been gone. But there's as he looks around, realizing that there's still all the bunnies around them. We need to go somewhere private. I don't know who to trust, who of your companions you can trust, but there's something very important. How far have you gone down the tower? How far have you gone down?
I believe we're about to explore level 9.
The ninth floor. Ophelia, there's something important I need to tell you in private about the ninth floor. Something you need to know.
Okay.
Something that's gonna change a lot.
Okay.
He's like shaking very much with all the emotions right through him of seeing the feeling back.
I don't know where we can go. I was just asleep. I don't know where we are really, or where my friends are. Can we find them first?
Yeah, yes. You can find your friends. Ophelia, how much do you trust them? How much do you trust these friends of yours?
Well, at least one of them I would trust with my life.
Good. Good. Let's go find your friends. We'll talk about the tower and what's been happening.
I will say you can find somewhere private to talk before they get there. If you'd like to, you could obviously ask the bunnies to leave you to be quiet, as they were watching over Ophelia as ordered by the party. But seeing as Ophelia is back, they would respectfully leave the room.
Well, they're just gonna leave without explaining anything. There's like, she's awake. Let's go.
Oh no, they would tell you. Oh, sorry. They would say that your friends went to go fight off the basilisks and spiders that were around the forest, and one kid in particular, one very small kid named Judy, tells you about how there was a great and powerful dragon and a huge vampire cat with big fangs, and how there was this really slim looking elf that was around them, and a big old robot that was protecting the whole party, and another person just like Jin, and they were all going to save the town together, and that they should be back at any moment.
I hope you know Daryl's working out a sweat because he's picking up one of the statues and moving it one by one into a safe area.
Yep. And yeah, they tell you all of that as you are waking up after finding a break in the conversation. As Judy begins to explain to you before the parent kind of stops and says, your friends should be arriving back here any time.
Thank the gods.
Okay, Ophelia. He's gonna. I'm assuming the place for us to go is inside this house. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna lock the door. He's gonna take out one of his scrolls and cast silence on the door so no one can hear what they're gonna talk to each other about. Ophelia. 1 year. Okay, Ophelia, I've been coming back to the tower every few decades, trying all I've learned to try to turn the tower back on. 1 year ago, and nothing has worked. 1 year ago, the tower turned back on, and I went back. I went all the way back to the ninth floor so I could go, and I thought it was you. I could feel the true soul energy flowing through the tower, and I thought it was you. I thought you were back, but it wasn't. It wasn't you that returned to that tower. It was a different version of you, one that ate their own magic of their tower to turn in inert, to kill the adventurers, the people working under Ra. They've told me, but this version of you is twisted, tormented. She has kept prisoners over the years, killing them, reviving them, watching as they struggle, watching as they have to kill each other for her own glee and sport, twisting the times around them, bringing them back. She hasn't. She, from what I can see, she can't hurt me, but she has turned the knife floor into her own paradise of tormented souls that she has kept locked there.
That must be who the drow we're talking about. Oh gods. What can we do?
I don't know. As far as she hasn't hurt me. All she has done is see me as an interest to her, since I cannot be affected by her time magic. She hasn't harmed me, but I greatly fear what she can do. She hasn't seemed to be able to fully use or consume the power of the tower, but she has turned it back on. I don't know what to do. I thought maybe if I could try and learn something from her, I can bring back you. But she just wants to play games. She's her sanity is lost. Ophelia, there's nothing that I can learn with her. She scares me, Ophelia, as he's quivering. I don't know. She looks so much like you, but she's not. I was fearful that it was you, that this was what you turned into, but you're here. My Ophelia, you're here.
Ophelia
I don't.
puts her hands on his shoulders to steady him and says, what we have to do is we have to get rid of her. That has to be our main goal here.
Yes, we have to get rid of her and let no more of these souls that have been tormented by her be stuck in that hell that she has created.
Let's wait for my friends to come back, and we can share this with them, and maybe we can figure something out.
Yes. Figure something out. Stop what she's doing. Put an end to it. Is he's gonna start to try to breathe deeply and steady himself.
Anyone else can have their last minutes of say before they get to the village. If not, you will be arriving shortly after this conversation has been finishing up.
No, I don't have anything. I'm so mad.
I was gonna say, what you mean? Well,
Harry's just fuming by himself, all grumpy.
Generally, is here.
You can definitely see that he's very mad at multiple things.
do you want food when we get home? I can buy you food.
I just want to talk to Keanu. Just one-on-one.
Are you sure you should? Are you really sure you should alone?
Oh, it'll be quick. I only have one thing to say.
location that would be.
We'll find out when we get there.
But if you're talking to him alone, I won't find out, Terry. I think that defeats the purpose. No,
It's a quick exchange.
I didn't really see what happened there. Or, like, back there. I just know Shade's gone. Was there anything after he disappeared?
This caller?
Why did Caller stay then? That doesn't...
It fell off.
Well...
You feel the collar almost cold in your hand, cold as the Shadow Veil itself. This collar is completely inert, and it seems to be cracked in several places, as if the gems inside of the collar seem to have cracked, as if a glass has a hammer to a glass, but the glass won't break. Instead, it just shows its almost mocking spider wave of brokenness around the gems.
You want me to hold on to that, or do you just want to keep a hold of it?
I just want to hold on to it.
That's fine. Just... if you need to talk, I'm here. As he just pats him on the back and just walks, like, sort of in front of the group.
With that, you make... Go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious that Teriel's just holding everything in together right now.
And that's bad. Holding it in is why Nilo is always the way he is. And that's why he broke.
You see Judy running up to y'all, letting you know that Ophelia's awake. Ophelia's awake, completely not understanding the mood of the party whatsoever. Just coming up almost joyfully, like dancing around, saying, Ophelia's awake and they have a new friend. They went in the door, all private like. I bet they're gonna kiss.
What?
They mentioned about a small red figure covered in purple clothing seeming to have private time with Ophelia.
What?
He's
Deal with it.
he's an orange man.
They are a small child. They do not even probably know this color spectrum, sir.
Are rabbits colorblind? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna be like maybe.
She doesn't understand what color she's saying.
She doesn't know color. She's like small chat.
She's also had recent brain trauma, so give her a break, my dudes.
anyways.
You find a locked. You find a
broken.
You find a locked door, Tyrael. What do you do?
That door is no longer. The lock's still on it. The door is not on the hinges.
You knock the door open, and not a single sound happens. A silence was cast on the door. So you break it open and try to start talking, and it's just silence.
Teriel, there's a spell. There's a spell.
You're just angrily waving and pointing, but no sound comes out of your mouth.
Ophelia grabs Teriel by the shoulders and pushes him back out the door, following him, and just pushes him out of the spells area.
You now hear the voice of Teriel again.
Alright.
You're mid-sentence screaming at him.
I think I get out of my system.
What words were said, the world may never know.
No.
I can imagine.
So,
Teriel, upon seeing the kobold, knows this is a misunderstanding, but still is very just like the words that he said. It's just like he needed to let it all out, but no one could ever hear it. So that's all.
Teriel screams into the void. No one
He
can.
has no mouth and he must scream.
The funny silent spell. Nice silent spell, guess.
You're welcome.
Ophelia just after he's calmed down, just like pulls him in for a hug and just says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't help more. I'm sorry I couldn't save him." I was there. I was helping. I was trying to get his collar under control, but it wasn't working, so all I could do was protect you.
You did all right, Ophelia. There's nothing that we could do. It was his choice.
He's
And
like fighting back tears again.
it'll be all right. We'll find Shane.
I'm just so happy you're safe.
I'm glad you're safe, also.
Did you
But
find me
you over there.
You see, Gaz, steady himself, breathes in. Ophelia, as he looks past her, I'm assuming these are all your friends. Your friends of yours, then.
Yes.
He's still a little shaken up. He goes in front of Teriel, and he gives him.
Give me a d20, that guys.
Okay.
Oh no.
You look upon Teriel, and you recognize this is the face of someone who has killed you before. And that is what we were in session.
Oh shit. Oh my god. That's kind of a bombshell to drop, Zerda. Goddamn.
Oh, no, that's interesting.
I just have my husband. Y'all just.
And yeah, let's go and just spray down.
Yes.
It's called Gas.
Yeah.
When though is the question. That makes it really interesting.